when the accuracy is high, the fear from enemies in front of him will be very real. That the fact that they will try to avoid it, try to move around, maybe unnecessarily sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna it's gonna keep you timid, right? You're not gonna play the traditional way because you could get potentially hooked at a moment's notice. So you want to play very safe. So vision on where Salome is at all times gotta be key. He misses his first one. Not a great start to start this one off.
Still quite early at this point. 500 gold for Jordan. They're going to try their best to farm as much as they can. I'm expecting Kyrgyzstan to be doing something more or less the same as it's now, trying to steal the blue buff once more. But is Jordan going to try to defend the Azure Golem this time, or are they going to let it go?
Ooh, they'll take Azat. This is a great start for them. Probably got that hook by Salome, and it looks like they're going to put some pressure on this bottom T1. They're going to chip it away. The armors are there, but this is a great start. You know that anytime somebody gets an MVP against you, you got to focus him in the next one.
I agree. I'm quite sad I didn't manage to witness that hook. The first one is very important, right? Because we want to see on how he actually managed to deal with the first one. But
no, I know you like to watch. So unfortunately for them, we didn't get the camera vision on him. But Salome, I mean, hopefully in the next one we're able to get that.
Yeah, we're still with Salome right now. Give space to Holly. Holly really needs to let it go of all of his thoughts. Very problem.
Yeah.
It's fine. No problem.
Still PG. Don't worry. We're still here.
1,000 gold in front for Jordan.
But Mohammed in the top lane. I mean, Jamalbek, these two are going to be going at it, right? I think that as the Foots, you want to constantly just you want to stay in the lane as much as possible because again, because Jamalbek wants to rotate. He wants to use his Razor Cavalry on team fights.
I'm very focused on Salome right now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing he's swinging his hook. He wants that hook. He wants to pull him away. But we have to remember, Azat does have that Purify. But Salome is going to go down, it seems.
Yeah, the Tremor Smash is going to be right on top. But the Blazing Brilliance is on point. The flash away, Marlon. Oh, with the shield, the outplay. He completely dodges Yazan because the Blazing Brilliance was facing the wrong way. And Marlon somehow survives.
If only Yazan flashes to the back to reposition the Blazing Brilliance, he might have been able to take him down. In fact, actually one basic attack earlier on might have taken him down, but just because of the shield coming in from Liampo, saved him. What a play. But we have to remember the gold is siding with Jordan right now.
Yeah, just the gold, but I mean, the highlight reel as far as going the way of Kyrgyzstan, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this Tyrant is going to be started, and now Salome with that hook gets the pullback as that, the flash away, he's going to be fine. And now Kyrgyzstan, without really your farm laner, how much can you do? And now they found Marlon, he's not able to get away. And continuing on with Mahmoud, he's doing a little bit of work on the back line, but he too will fall. The Tyrant is getting a little bit low, and Jamalbek's going to be picked up. The Honey Sweet Breeze will be used. They found Salome as well. It's a 2-for-3 double strike going the way of Ahmed.
What a turnaround coming in from Jordan. They're going to try to get the Tyrant right now. Futsa is not going to continue the Tyrant for some reason. They're going to be focusing down on the tier 1 tower at the bottom lane. Seems like Azat is going to be focusing on the tower in the top lane as well. But this is what happened in the war just now, where they actually managed to get a couple of heroes actually. But the turnaround coming in from Jordan, they really went back and tried to push them back to make sure that they can still secure the Tyrant.
Yeah, they weren't on the same page. Kyrgyzstan, that one. Azat was actually making his way through the jungle to the top side. He wasn't even in the fight. And we're kind of talking about him being the only damage dealer, but you're fighting on, I mean, everybody's still early enough where everyone is able to do their damage. Nobody's so tanky that you can't fight. But taking the fight 4 versus 5, that's pretty much a losing composition.
True, and you're going to be focusing down Muhammad getting Azat very easily, and it seems like Muhammad is going to go down as well if he manages to run away. A good flash coming in from him. Where's the knockout coming in from Chow Chow? He doesn't miss it. All he has to do is just use the ultimate. They're all going to be rotating all the way back to the top with that 1,500 gold in front.
Yeah, but I think if you take down Azat, and he's been heavily focused this one, I think that's a winning combination. Muhammad, unfortunately for the Meteor Strike, but now nice little Razor Cavalry, and Jamalbek looking for that speed to go back in, but he's a little bit on the low side. Salome with enough damage to take him down. Nice little 3-man stun by Dastan, but now they're on the run. Jordan looking and hunting. They're not able to find some sort of catch as they get under tower.
Kyrgyzstan has to pull back. by a bit. 2,000 gold is quite a big amount right now, but we're still waiting for that hook that he hasn't been doing for now. But the red buff has been taken by Kyrgyzstan quite easily.
Yeah, taking that away. And with the zoning, right? Marlon on the side, this is a big piece for him because he's tanky enough. He knows the limits of his hero. He's able to kind of push people away, get that burst ram right when you need to, when that Crimson Golem is getting a little bit low.
Yeah, and Overlord is still there. No one's going to touch the Overlord because everyone tries to avoid the sub 10 minutes Overlord. It's not really that good.
Oh, nice little hook into the void. He goes, and with that blazing brilliance, down goes Jamalbek.
This is exactly what happened with the game 2 days ago, I believe. This is very effective and it works. And they're going to try to do it again. It all depends on whether the hook hits or not. The accuracy is the utmost importance from Jordan.
I mean, you turn the game on its head because you get a man advantage if you're assuming you're able to get that pick off. And now this little blazing brilliance. Marlon's going to feel that one. He's sunburned, if you will. He's under half in terms of HP. Kyrgyzstan, though, still holding on in this top lane.
Muhammad is going to be focusing down on the tower in the bottom lane. And it seems like he's going to be forcing Jamal back to do counter rotation. He's going to try to stop the attack, and that's going to create some space for Jordan at least. It all depends on whether or not Jamal back is going to be able to flank from the back and push everyone.
Yeah, and actually I like the way that Muhammad is playing. On the foods, he's tanky enough. He has his own like ways to survive where he can be a threat in terms of the split push, and you're forcing Kyrgyzstan to react to what he's doing. He's pushing the bottom lane. It looks like Jamal back can't team fight. He's got to go in the bottom lane to fix it.
3,000 gold difference now, stretching it even wider apart, but he's going to be forced to use his Triumph Smash.
Yeah, but he's going to find one all the way on the side, but Jamalbek is going to be picked off. Muhammad trying to do a little bit of work on the side, but he too will fall. Azat with just enough. Marlon, nice burst ram onto 2. The control is real. 3 members down from Jordan.
Dustin really did a lot of work over there. They're going to try to defend their tower, but they did not manage to do so. It's too quick coming in from Jordan. They're going to try to run away to the back, and they managed to run away quite quickly. 2,000 gold difference right now. They managed to closing up the difference.
Yeah, and with that space created, that team fight, they were able to take the mid T1. Not the worst trade, because again, we talk about the importance of it, but the flash forward, oh, they find Marlon, they have a little bit of control on, but it looks like Muhammad not enough to stay alive. The old man is down.
Marlon never goes down, right? Even though he has his HP all the way to the last hit, he still managed to run away in the nick of time, which is very good. 1,500 right now is getting closer, and Kyrgyzstan is showing up with this disciplinary gameplay, right? They want to make sure that they're playing it safe, they're not trying to forcing out too much, and make sure that no one gets picked out by Kui way too often.
And you can like see exactly how good of a player Marlon is when you're able to kind of get those stuns plus stay alive, right? He's been baiting out a lot of spells, but yet he's been like taken down maybe once or so this game, but he's stayed alive. That's the biggest piece. Marlon has had a great game.
And at the same time, Marlon has been providing vision, which is very important for his entire team, to know where is Kui, where is Fuza, so that they know whether or not the Sage Mark is coming from the left, from right. So the positioning comes better from the entire team because of Marlon alone. So it all depends whether or not Marlon is opening the vision, and the war or the team fight will revolve around Marlon for sure.
And, I mean, Jamalbek is trying to do what he can as well, but he's died 4 times. He's actually starting to fall really behind.
Yeah.
And you never really want to fall behind a Mohammed Boots because he's able to kind of be super tanky, and now it looks like Marlon looking to go on this one. Tremor Smash with the Razor Cavalry. The Wombo combo. Ahmed is down. Jamalbek doing a little bit of work with that, and they find Salome as well. The double strike, but Muhammad taken down. 3 members down. Make it 4. Mahmoud is the only man standing from Jordan.
Azad actually managing to find the right positioning, trying to take down one by one, and he managed to do so thanks to his friends, Marlon and Jamalbek, opening up a huge amount of space for the entire team to at least steamroll, trying to get this one more. Mahmoud might go down.
Yeah, he might go down, but he was able to navigate that ghost ship, just barely dashing away. That was very, very scary. Now, Kyrgyzstan, and they're definitely in the driver's seat, looking to siege this high ground here.
They're going to be focusing down on the high ground tower for now? Or no, they're going to be pulling back. Doing it much more safe. Damage dealt ranking is the highest for Chano. This is quite surprising. Ahmad is actually leading in terms of the damage. But this is what happened, right? Tremor Smash goes in, the ultimate comes from Guan Yu, but the Angela tries to melt down anyone in front of her. Look at Azad though. Azad is always ready to try to melt down anyone. And he actually saw that Yazan ran all the way to the mid lane and he greets her with the basic cards.
Yeah, nobody likes being greeted by cards, right? I think that, and getting the triple strike there by Azad, just like literally finding them, because the rest of your lineup is literally there to create stunts. As long as Azad stays alive, they have a fighting chance. So Kyrgyzstan in the driver's seat because of that at the same time. Now, Jordan, you need to know that you got to get on top of Azad. You take him out, you have a chance in any of these team fights.
And we're still waiting for the combo coming in from Mahmoud and Muhammad, right? Because we still have the Sage Might and the Sacred Tree Blessing. Try to follow up with the Into the Void from Salameh if the hook hits. So that's theoretically the combo that's supposed to happen from Jordan. If it happens, it's going to be very good, but they have to expect the Tremor Smash coming in.
Yeah.
They have to expect the Guan Yu going to be steamrolling with all the horses, push everyone away. That's going to be a huge problem.
But Quay is the type of hero who is like, when you're winning, you have a great time because you have more of the vision, and then you're able to kind of control the map, and then you're able to find good angles to find hooks. When you're on the defensive side, when you're losing, now it's much harder because you don't have that map control. You don't know where you're going. And so it's kind of like you know, if you're like a blind box, if you're at the end of the day. But the flash away, now they're going to do a little bit of work in terms of the Razor Cavalry. It's going to be enough. Salome not even able to get his ult off. And they're going to take the top T3 in a bit of a hurry. Marlon just gets to safety yet again. Just playing that Lian pole like a maestro he is. And they're going to continue. Dastan doing a little bit of work, gets a little bit low himself. They get the nice little knockback with that Honey Sweet Breeze. They're just tearing it up, but Dastan does fall. They find Muhammad on the side. Marlon still sticking around with that Vanguard. The flash out forward. Azad lots to go aggressive. The Crystal, though, but the backdoor protection turns on, and now they need to run.
Azad was free hitting everyone the entire time and no one was hitting him. No one can do anything to him. In fact, he even flashed into the crystal trying to find someone, but they managed to run away just in the nick of time. And they managed to get 2 high ground towers, which is extremely valuable for Kyrgyzstan. They're going to try to get the tile right now with no problem whatsoever. 4,000 gold in front for sure. But every team fight always starts with Marlon. Marlon and the Tremor Smash is unforgiving. He always goes in steamrolling. He knows Jamal back will always have his back.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Nice pun there. But I think that on these ones, like you also have Dastan with that ghost ship, right? These 3 heroes have been setting up so much of the chaos that you will. Kubanich as well with the Honey Sweet Breeze. They've been lining it up. I mean, there are definitely some holes in this roster. Again, Azad, he's the guy. You take him down. They don't. Yeah, they can control you for days, but they don't really have the damage. So you got Jordan as a team. Need to find him.
Oh boy, the attention coming from
Azad.
Azad. He has
Subscribe to the channel.
Doomsday, Daybreaker. He also has Sun Chaser. Everything that he needs to make sure that he can hit people safely from far back with the extreme amount of damage coming in from him, because there's current HP percentage based items such as Doomsday, there's Daybreaker to really pierce through that thick armor coming in from the thick boys like Muhammad, like Mahmoud. I feel that Azad is going to be able to carry this right now, but if he gets hooked, that might turn the game around, right?
Yeah. But we're still waiting for that that game-winning moment when he's able to find that hook. Salome right now, it seems like, again, when you're losing, tougher, right? Yeah. To find that play, but we have not seen the traditional Quay plays that we've seen, with the highlight reel, if you will, in the Asian Games qualifier thus far.
Exactly like what you explained, Holler. When they're losing, they don't have the vision. So it's very hard for Quay to actually go through fire and find more chances, because the chances is darker. The map is darker. It's not. There's not much he can do. Muhammad is going to be trying to do some split pushing, maybe to buy some extra space, breathing space for his entire team. But let's see if it works or not.
Yeah. Well, things are definitely getting darker for Jordan here, as they're down a game already, and now they have to somehow hold. These elite minions will be pushing in. The Shadow Vanguard is going to be in the top lane as well. Kyrgyzstan almost playing this one to the T. Nice hook, but it might not have been the right one. Into the void. The Honey Sweet Breeze just countering all of that. Says, hey, you want to bring me forward? Thank you very much. Marlon with his control.
He has to be careful. Marlon is not the right target, because he might backfire exactly like this. But Fortunately, only Salame goes down, but the Vanguard is here, Holler.
Yeah, they're looking to go. The Sword Green Dragon Jamalback looking for that flank, not able to do so. The Blazing Brilliance is on the side, but they find Muhammad. The Crystal is under siege, and they will take it. And Kyrgyzstan gets the sweep.
Amazing game coming in from Kyrgyzstan. The discipline, the skill set that they have to always avoid the hooks is crazy. 2-0.
Marlon, my hero. This guy, man. So many times in the early to mid game, he's been sustaining those damage, finding those fancy steps to get his team more room to do damage. And in the end, that one hook, he blocked it for Azad, he got in, he took the Quay out, and then he forced it to be a 4v5. And at that point, when the Overlords were marching in, it was only Doomsday coming in for the side of Nepal.
I'm not sure if he blocks it for Azad. Maybe he thinks that, oh, look at this, it's my free ride. So he went into the hook because he wants to get hook so that he can get a better positioning. Because that's the thing that no one expects the most, for Koi to accidentally actually pull a Liampo towards their team.
Yeah, I mean, there was actually some targets that were not great to pull in, right? Jamalbek is one, and then Marlon is the other, right? So you gotta like kind of find them, but it's tough because those are the guys that are always in the front line, right? They are the most vulnerable, and they want to be hooked at times. So it didn't seem like this lineup from Jordan was really able to counter the overall draft of, again, Kyrgyzstan here.
I think Kyrgyzstan really played well, especially in the team fight itself. As you can see, early game, same thing goes again. Jordan controlled the early game really well. It's just how they convert those wins in the team fight. In the early game, we saw Azad, he was repeatedly punished by the Quay hooks.
Yeah.
Many times, like 1-2, one forcing out the flash, second one getting takedown. Afterwards, in the mid game, awfully quiet because Marlon started to came online on that Liam Pole pick. And we talk about Liam Pole pick.
Yeah.
You can be CC immune when you use your spell 1, spell 2, and ultimate gear. So making it a fancy counter into the Quay pick.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Quay picks all this while, and we do know that there's a very effective Quays and there's slightly not so effective. So maybe the idea is that not many people know that Quay hooking a buff or a jungle, try to slow down the jungle's resources, or maybe hook other things, not specifically just heroes, or maybe just hook a tank and kill them as soon as he can. Maybe that might be the better option rather than trying to focus down to the back line all the time.
It comes back to the whole early game, right? Right when he hits like level 4, essentially, because you want Into the Void.
Yeah.
But that's kind of when you need to start thinking about being like a gank squad. Right? Maybe you start rolling around with Muhammad. Maybe you look for some sort of pickoff because you get the hook, you say just might Into the Void, you just like wombo combo on that guy, right? And that creates a lot of space. It makes it much easier for Ahmed to really just take them down. Unfortunately for them, they started getting like losing towers and they were playing defensively and not really, you know, synchronizing and coordinating around the map as they should have.
I think it makes sense, right? Like, in this sense, where we saw early game, beautiful stuff coming in from Jordan. At one point, they were leading the game by 2,000-3,000 gold in the mid-game.
Yeah.
But when the full-fledged team fight comes over, that's where you start to see Ahmad, although he was really fed on the channel, it's super difficult, right? You have Marlon jumping in with the Tremor Smashers, and then you have the stun always in your face, and coming from the back, Jamalback with the Guan Yu. It was just so much pressure coming in from the farm lane player.
Yeah, but Azad with 727, and it looks like Kumanich, he was 607, 67, huh? Oh, we're gonna let that one go? No, no one's gonna say anything about that. Oh, come on, guys.
And he did 76,000 damage.
Oh no!
Wait. And 76% team fight rate. Keep it going, keep it going.
You're in this.
I'm searching. Oh, but actually, Yazan with actually 67% team fight rate. So we actually have a legit 6-7 there. We got one in the broadcast. Thank you very much.
Sagi, I was staring at you asking for your help to please stop this, but then you jumped in.
Hey, man,
you cannot stop this train.
It gets worse by the minute.
He has to do it later on in front of the camera when the viewers can actually see his face and his 6-7 action here. But save that one for now as we go through this specific stats here. I like the point that you actually brought up Kubanich because aside from that meme that we just brought up on his KDA, the man is just untouched the entire game. We saw Azad, yes, he had a lot of flashy moments in the late game where he kept finding those aggressive trade-offs, pickoffs, and flashing in for damage. But Kubanich, he was consistent.
Yeah.
Very well done on this Xiao Qiao pick as well in this game too.
Yeah, the positioning is great, and of course, thanks to his teammates for sure, allowing not just Kubanovic but also Azad to do whatever they need to do. And essentially, we can say that Kyrgyzstan actually has 3 frontliners, 3 tanks, Liampo, Atta, and also Guan Yu, and it works so well. And I feel that they can keep on going with this kind of composition even for their next matches in the future because it works well for them. It is a very good early game composition, and it seems like Kyrgyzstan know how exactly to play early game composition.
I think so too. Like, Kyrgyzstan, if we were to look back into their overall gameplay in Game 1 and Game 2, their style is more towards to this fact that once it reaches mid-game, they team fight well. But for Jordan, back-to-back early games, the way that they strategize their trades, strategize their invades, it has been really, really good coming in, especially with Salame and Yazan and Muhammad finding those opportunities. But just those 5v5s, how they structure those team fights, Kyrgyzstan is just way better.
Yeah, again, you look at the scoreline, 2-0, it didn't look good for Jordan, but I think when you actually dissect the game itself, to your point, early game, Jordan is fine, right? That is hard to do, right, as a team. You got to ensure that you have a good start. I mean, look at this goal graph. They were doing fine up until that one mark, probably like the 9-minute mark or so, but that's what you want in a team. That's a good foundation. You just got to, again, fix that mid-game because Kyrgyzstan, you can't let them get back into this.
This is exactly what happened in Game 1 as well, because they were actually leading in the first few minutes and then everything went down south. I feel that if they could just polish down their mid-game and late-game rotation and maybe start focusing more on doing things together is already good, right? They keep on doing things together, but focus more on just getting objectives, like such as destroying towers, getting the Tyrant Overlords together. Maybe that will give them even a long-term sort of an investment towards winning the game.
And these are the few early highlight moments that we saw that Marlon, he put on his fancy shoes, put on those fancy feet and escaped just with a slick of health. And this was really crazy here. And the early game, it was pretty much a 50-50 coming in for both teams. And I would say Jordan was actually way ahead of the curve. You can see that Azad got hooked in the early game and then he was pacing towards the top side. And this was a numbers advantage given over to the side of Jordan here. Hence, giving Ahmad so much room to do the damage, getting that double strike. But as it slowly paces on towards the mid-game here, you can start to see Jordan start slowing down. Despite that, we didn't get much of these hooks later on in the game.
Yeah, I mean, this was a great one, right? I think that was probably the best one of the game for them. But look at how Marlon just creates so much havoc. He completely divides the team fight, right? So now you've got the isolation. You take Mahmoud, who's all by himself, and you're constantly just sticking around. Anytime the Lianpo is not being killed, okay. But then now he's cycling his spells. He's creating so much havoc. He had such an impact in this one.
This and the play before, where Marlon successfully caught the position of Ahmad, really just allowed the goalie coming in from Kyrgyzstan to pile over Jordan here. Previously, it was all about Jordan, but once Marlon found the key targets, it spells OVER, over for Jordan.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of the best show of discipline coming in for Kyrgyzstan. They know how to handle their emotion well. And it's him again! It's Azad, Holler's favorite poser.
Yeah, this is, I have to replicate that. I don't know if my tongue can go that way, but I think that with his 727, 35% damage, not as much as the last game where he got 40+%, but still a great game. Again, he was the president in this one. He goes down, this team crumbles, but he did stay alive and he just tore him down.
If your tongue goes the other way, it's also fine, by the way.
No.
I'll
practice that. I think I have a homework assignment tonight. I get it.
It's okay. We have a very good mirror at the at the hotel. It's a very great venue, right? So don't worry. You can practice it back at your room later.
You practice it, you bring it over to the broadcast when Azad gets another MVP, and then you compare yourself and ask the viewers to rate how good is your impression.
Okay. All right. Challenge accepted. Next time Azad gets an MVP, yeah, I will do that. I will do the post. Yeah.
Nice.
I think that's good. Yeah.
But with this win, right, we do see Kyrgyzstan equalizing their position coming in their respective group. If I'm not mistaken, they're in Group B, so they're one step closer. And currently, I would say they are second place in their group, with Nepal currently being the first in Group B.
I think it's going to be good. It is showing a very good demonstration of where they will be inside the group. And I know that this is not the end for Kyrgyzstan and also Jordan, right? This is just Jordan's first game. And again, we've seen on how Uzbekistan played earlier. We remember on how fast they progress. So who's to say that other teams are not going to be doing the same and us being proud dads while watching?
Yeah, I think that that's the biggest takeaway, right, from today is that how, the teams were able to rise to the occasion, right? And Kyrgyzstan right there, they didn't have a great Asia Games qualifier thus far, but this one, I think that they're going to feel great. I mean, when we do have that interview, I'm sure we'll see some smiling from ear to ear because, again, I think it's a great, happy moment for all of these teams.
I think it's also a good thing coming from Jordan, right? Sometimes we see opening games from some of these teams not being the greatest, being like a one-sided game. But for Jordan, they were actually in control. Like all the early games from Game 1 and Game 2, they were playing really, really well. Maybe go back to the drawing board, have some scrim games, and then when your second game comes, that's where maybe Jordan can really flourish even better.
At the very least, the first few minutes of the game for Jordan, each game, by the way, is very, very good. So I do think that they can try to polish it down more. I don't think it's going to take too much of effort compared to maybe some other teams who almost have no hope of improving whatsoever. But at least Jordan is at this point right now.
Actually, that's the brilliance of Honor of Kings, right? You could always improve something. Right? I mean, as much as I love to report my teammates for losing, but I know at the end of the day, it's probably because I'm making the mistake.
It's not us, right?
So we should report you instead.
No, let's not do that. My reputation is spotless. But yeah, because, anyways. But I do think that these are things that, again, when you're playing these games, especially as a team, like, are we coordinating properly? Are we communicating? Are we on the same page when we go in together? Right? Like, there are even the moments. Azat, MVP, had a great game, right? I don't want to undersell what he did, but there was a team fight where he actually went elsewhere while the rest of the team was fighting. It wasn't a perfect game by him, but he's still good enough. And you can always find mistakes. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think mistakes are what makes players better. If you can accept a mistake, you can definitely improve as a player when it's going for a long-term sort of planning, right? Because in esports, everybody makes mistakes. There's no real perfect players. There are good players, and there are also like lesser good players. But how you improve is through those mistakes, and you know how to improve your gameplay as well. Check out IQ15R, the official tournament phone for the Honor of Kings event, which is the Asian Games esports qualifiers here. Players are playing on that phone, good cooling, good FPS, 120 if I'm not mistaken, and also a very high hertz that actually helps your eyes improve better.
Yeah, it's a mistake to play Honor of Kings not on an IQ device. See what I did there? Huh? Come at me, IQ. I'm helping you out.
He's been trying for 3 days.
He's been trying really hard for the phone.
What are you
manifesting. It's fine.
Have you checked your DMs? Have you checked your DMs whether Aiku actually like messaged you? Like, have you been checking those?
I don't have a phone. When I get it, they have to come up to me, right?
What if you buy an Aiku phone and then they DM you with another Aiku phone?
We'll have to think about it.
We'll have to figure out. But first, let's pass it over to Mara on the desk to actually get into the interview with Kyrgyzstan.
Team Kyrgyzstan secured their very first win, and here we are with Azat, double MVP. Congratulations. You did phenomenal with that Chano and DRNG for game 1 and game number 2. But we're going to go back to game number 1 because your opponent, Team Jordan, got the advantage early on. But once Team Kyrgyzstan was able to take the lead, you guys were able to secure that into gold, objectives, and pressure. So how did you prevent your opponent, Team Jordan, from making a comeback in that game and controlling the entire thing from game 1?
Как вы победили команду Иордании, и как вы помогли предохранить, получается, как вы, получается, застопили их команду, получается, и как вы вообще, в принципе, выиграли?
Ну, вообще, у них и вправду было преимущество в начале, но тем не менее мы подобрали очень хорошую позицию для наших файтов и благополучно их выиграли. После чего мы просто очень много фармили, мы забирали, то есть, драконов и делали все, чтобы не дать им шанс на камбэк. То есть, как только мы выиграли 2 удачных боя, мы старались не терять планку и фармить все, что только видим. Их лес, наш лес, всех крипов, ну, ты понял.
So basically, they were farming their forest, enemy team forest. They prevented them from farming gold and everything. and they were pressing them more.
And that was to the main advantage, securing that win. You know, you had the first match in day one, in the opening day.
Yes.
It wasn't the result that you desired, but then you had a one-day break.
Yeah.
And then you came in here today, sweeping the opponent. What changed from day one to now to secure this successful game?
В первом матче вы проиграли, и у вас был один день отдыха. Как вы, получается, победили в этом сегодня, получается, и как вы вообще подготовились к сегодняшнему дню?
Ну, во-первых, мы вчера играли очень много, особенно ночью. Думаю, больше 12 игр мы тренировались, пробовали разные тактики. Еще мы постарались поработать над нашими взаимоотношениями в команде. Мы постарались меньше агрессировать на друг друга, понимать, почему так произошло. То есть мы постарались, чтобы мы могли понять каждого, и в случае чего мы могли помочь любую секунду тем людям, тем игрокам, которых очень сильно зажимают и которых очень сильно душат.
So basically, we were preparing since the last night very well. So we played about 13 matches. We were looking into 12 matches. Sorry.
Still a lot.
Yeah. So they were focusing more on the team play, focusing onto each player and the relationship between team, so they can upgrade the team play and focus more on the game.
And we saw that synergy today, but I'm going to ask you something about yourself. At 16 years old, now you're representing your region, and you got double MVP today. How proud are you? How proud are you with what you've shown today with yourself?
16 лет ты стоишь здесь как MVP Кыргызстана. Как ты чувствуешь себя? Насколько горд ты собой в данный момент?
Я очень, на самом деле, горд собой. Я очень рад, что я победил 2 раза, занял MVP 2 раза. Но также я очень сильно благодарен своей команде и моим соотечественникам, потому что они тоже оказывали очень большую поддержку в этом. И я желаю моей команде тоже попробовать MVP и тоже, то есть, понять, как это.
I'm very thankful to my team for all the support. I'm very proud for myself. I'm very happy to being MVP in this match. And I wish to all my teammates as well feel how to be MVP, how does it feeling.
And thank you so much once again. Congratulations. But you know for sure, Kyrgyzstan is cheering for you, proud of you being 16 years old, representing the region. What would you like to say to them and invite them to support you for your next match?
Что бы ты сказал бы Кыргызстану на данный момент после того, как победил, и что бы ты сказал бы им, когда пригласил их?
На самом деле, я хочу просто сказать всем кыргызам, которые это смотрят, не бойтесь участвовать в таких профессиональных, скажем, состязаниях, потому что это дает очень много возможностей, это абсолютно другой опыт. Не бойтесь, участвовать, у вас все впереди.
I want to tell my Kyrgyz fellow mates, don't be afraid, never be afraid of participating in that kind of competitions. It gives you a lot of opportunities to be more better and have more experience. So compete more, and yeah, that's all.
What a great message, and for sure you're an inspiration to a lot of people that's aspiring to be where you are right now, competing in the international stage. Once again, congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations on the double MVP.
Thank you so much.
Now we're going to head back to our casters. Lead the gorge.
Thank you, Azad, and also Mara for the wonderful interview. But before we go into the content of the interview, he's 16. Very good gameplay. My goodness, that voice is so deep.
Yeah, it's so deep, right? It's very amazing, and so I thought I would... No, I can't be outclassed by someone who's 16 years old.
Okay,
His voice is incredible,
it's fine,
right?
It's fine. It's fine to not be the best at
No, because I want to be very low as well, so I too will follow in that footstep. Oh my gosh.
As I was saying, even Holder will feel insecure hearing his voice. Oh my god, that voice.
What a great voice.
What a great voice.
I love
What
it.
a great voice. Like, great gameplay, great voice. And you can see for a fact that when he's 16 years old and he's like actually very, I would say, proactive in joining a tournament all the way from Kyrgyzstan to our venue here in Malaysia. And he's been doing pretty well. Like 0-1 in start of the tournament, but then he fought back well and he brought the team into a 1-1 now right in Group B. If it goes even better, maybe he makes it to the main event. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, especially like all of the lessons that you're learning, even at 16, right? Taking that back, I mean, in 2-3 years, like this guy's gonna be I mean, he's already a phenom, but the sky is like completely his. He can do whatever he wants because, again, he's just amazing already.
Here's the thing about age, right? The younger you are, the faster you learn anything. Like anything thrown at you, capture them so quickly. Sometimes these kids just watch some videos and they learn everything so quickly, right? So I think that he's on the right track. I'm pretty sure he will be able to be such a great player in the near future. And who's to say that there's no more other next Asian game with HOK next time?
Yeah, I mean, the sky is for his own taking, right? He can definitely work harder, and then maybe he's going to be the next pro player. Who knows, right? He's a very interesting kid. Kyrgyzstan is a very interesting team. The way they fought back, the way they unite as one really shows the fact that they are serious in this Asian Games qualifiers.
I just want to know if a couple years down the road, if his voice gets lower. You know, is that even possible? Like, I mean, like the way that he's at, like, again, Azat, we'll keep in touch. Let's figure this out.
I think it's possible, right? Because
yeah, of course. I mean, he's still developing. I mean,
we develop until 2021, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll have to find out on this one. But again, I think that there's, like, his play was phenomenal. I mean, just everything that he brought to the table today, I think that it was, you know, he's going to basically wave the Kyrgyzstan flag proudly here.
I think so too. And that was one of the match coming in from Group B today. And after the break that we're going to have, we're coming back into another Group B match with Nepal and UAE. Nepal currently sits comfortably as the first placer coming in of Group B, and UAE has yet to find their first win in Group B. And today, 2 sets of Group B, it means that the wins and losses coming in is really important because it shapes a 50% of how Group B will actually look like. If Nepal actually wins this upcoming game, they could be pretty comfortable at the very least of the top 3 spot in actually minimally making it to the LCQ.
That's where you want to be, right? I think that you would feel great, especially after 3 days. And I mean, yeah, you've played 2 games or whatever, but I think that this is a great spot to be in. You know, you're kind of in the middle. You're still competitive. You can keep that, you know, that emotion high going into the next one.
But throughout the entire day, we've seen a lot of great matches. Great match 1 and match 2. It has a lot of stories. Nepal and UAE has a lot to do to get to that stage today. And I hope they give something similar like what we've been seeing right now. And Nepal and UAE, we do know that they have their own potentials. What will it be? What picks? Maybe they're going to develop very quickly in a short period of time as well.
I think so far, right, most teams will really enjoy playing towards their comfort, as we saw just now coming in from Uzbekistan. That was a fantastic game. And also, Jordan could come back stronger, and congratulations Kyrgyzstan. But after this short break, we will be bringing you more action in Group B with Nepal and UAE.
Who will be the next to shine on the Asian Games stage? Contestants fight for the honor of their regions while we cheer them on from the stands.
Double kill.
This is a challenge, but it is also an opportunity. The tide is turned.
Aspas in front. They're going to use it. Golden Tide close out constantly.
And we pulled it off together. We share the same voice, the same radiance. This moment of brilliance belongs to all of us. Together, we shine.
catch us free. Can he finish the job? Jumping on the
Welcome to the 2026 Asian Games Esports Qualifiers, Honor of Kings. 20 regions, one stage, and only the strongest 9 teams will earn the right to shine above the rest. Taking place in Malaysia, June 13th to 21st, 2026. Coming to Malaysia. This is the battleground where teams fight for the right to qualify for the Asian Games. 20 teams enter, but only 9 teams will move on. Apart from the 20 regions, there are 3 regions that have direct qualification. Here is the 2026 Asian Games Esports Qualifiers Honor of Kings format. First, the 20 teams will split into 4 groups of 5. In each group, every team faces every other team once in a single round robin, with every match played in a best-of-3 format. That means every match matters. Every game matters. Every single point matters. The point system is simple. Win the match, earn 1 point. Lose the match, earn none. At the end of the group stage, teams are ranked by the total points they've collected. And from there, the road begins to shine. The top 2 teams from each group qualify directly to the Asian Games main event. That gives us 8 teams advancing straight out of groups. But for those not through yet, the light isn't out. The teams that finish 3rd in each group still have 1 more shot. They move into the last chance stage. There, they battle through one final BO3 single elimination bracket until 2 teams remain. The 2 teams will then face off in a BO3 match to claim the 1 final qualification slot. So in total, 9 teams will make it through, 8 from the group stage and 1 through the last chance stage. That is the rule. Now it is time to see who can rise through it. From across the world, regions gather here in Malaysia. 20 teams, and only 9 will qualify. The path is set. The stakes are clear. Together, we shine. Stay tuned, and we'll see you at the stage.
Ultimate not ready yet. You have slain an enemy.
My magic murmurs in ecstasy. I'll be back for your life soon.
Double kill.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
Slain. Don't engage. Don't crush us like insects. Slain an enemy. Defend our base. Our high ground tower is under attack. Amazing! Unbelievable! Triple kill.
The fragrance of romance.
Ally has been slain. Rampage. Double kill. Triple kill. Spectacular. Pentakill.
Lady Fortune is on my side.
Now I see that I got everything I need. It's alright, I'm on fire, I'm alive, 'cause now I fly so high, so high, light up the skyline. Let's do it this time, like it's a whole new colorful world. far, burning like the stars. How we get this far, like we're the only ones in this world. Like we're the only ones in this world. Like we're the only ones in this world.
What's a life without its worth? Compromising with what hurts inside. When you let fear decide your fate, you don't choose which path to take in life. In life, I'm finally letting go of everything that still holds me. I'm against all odds, but I won't give up, 'cause it's my time to shine. Standing in the spotlight, can no one let me down. Destiny is calling high. I'm not afraid to fight for everything I love. Victory's on my side. The more we lose, the more we gain. The more that nothing stays the same in time. In time. Can't love ever, can't forget. What you see is what you get sometimes. Sometimes. Gonna show the world tonight. The light that shines inside us. We're against the odds, but we won't give up, 'cause it's our time to shine.
That was a quick break, and we are back at it once again at the 2026 Asian Games Esports Qualifiers for Honor of Kings. This is day 3, and we have already been playing 2 games, and we're coming into the 3rd match of the day. My name is Sagi, and alongside of me is our casters of the Gorge. We sub Tolerant, and we welcome Sir Cloud and also Adam. Welcome to the desk.
Yeah, I know. You guys are done with his 6-7 jokes and all that, right? So yeah, he needs a break there. He needs a break.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in timeout, in the triangle in the corner.
Yeah, he's in the naughty boys corner.
But Holler has been telling us that he misses you a lot yesterday.
Aw.
He said that a couple of times on broadcast.
Yeah, he
I'm not
did,
sure if
yeah.
we did anything wrong towards him.
I think quite a lot. Let's not
Yeah.
talk about it too much.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
But then we also had a lot of Zhangfei and Quiz yesterday, which, like Sir Cloud, he is a roamer main himself. So today maybe we can expect more exciting picks. And Sir Cloud, we have back-to-back Dolia first picks here.
Yeah, I know.
Where's
It had
coffee?
to happen when I was on break yesterday.
Ah.
Yeah, and
But
I was
you're
like,
not here, right?
Yeah, so I wasn't
So the
here.
coffee
That's
is
like-
still where? Coffee is on.
Okay, I will. I'll make it happen.
He'll make it happen eventually here. He's definitely a man of his words. But if you're also into something new in towards Honor of Kings, you need to check out the June 17 patch update. I've been hyping this on my personal channel. I've been hyping this on the official channel. Zavara, Lorian, Annette, and Florentino will be joining the Gorge on June 17. If you're already tired of all the old heroes, check out these 4 new ones.
Sagi, if you don't mind explaining to me, because people have been coming to my stream, right? They've been telling me, Adam, since you've been playing a lot of Charlotte, you will love Florentino. Why so?
Okay, first things first, Florentino, if you've been seeing the skill preview, right? This hero, he's super duper mechanical. I think if you are familiar with the official server, some of the more difficult heroes, he's up there. He's definitely up there.
Wow, okay.
It's either you are really good at him or you are horrible at him, because he's so difficult to play. And he's one of those heroes where he relies on, I think it's a saber or fencing equipment, to actually deal damage. So you rely a lot on skill resets like Diao Chan,
So more or
but you
less
need to
like
pick up
Charlotte
a
too.
flower on the ground.
Oh.
So Charlotte is more on utilizing your next spell. This hero is more on picking up the flowers on the ground and going for a infinite
reset?
combo chain. Exactly, yeah.
Oh.
Will we hear a new song
Oh, maybe.
with a new hero?
Calm down.
Oh, whoa,
I have
whoa.
to practice first. I have to be good at something first before I make it into a song.
Oh, and also the MTV together with it.
Yeah, probably right. Yeah.
But hey, our next upcoming match will be between Nepal and UAE. So from yesterday and day one is where Nepal beat their opponents in a 2-0 fashion, claiming that first victory, and UAE has lost 0-2 yesterday. So if we were to compare the group standings here, if we were to think about the perspective coming in from the UAE side, this is a match that they must win. If they lose this one, they venture further down in Group B, and they might not have a shot at direct qualification to the main event.
Yes, but definitely UAE wants to do as best as they can because people from UAE are also watching. We also have, if I'm not mistaken, the shoutcaster from UAE here physically, Omar. If I'm not mistaken, he's also doing some contents about him shoutcasting locally here inside the player room. He's here and actually doing the shoutcasting, which is quite fun for us to watch. But yes, this is what it's going to be. Nepal and UAE, an interesting match to watch.
Definitely an interesting match to watch, right? And always good to see more teams coming into the Honor of Kings global esports scene. But without further ado, let's introduce both Nepal and United Arab Emirates to the stage with this teaser video.
Forged through competition and built on teamwork, ready to let their experience do the talking, bringing discipline and sharp execution into every fight. Please welcome Nepal!
They face early challenges in this tournament. Now, return with sharper focus and intent. Still a team capable of surprises, ready to turn experience into improvement. Please welcome United Arab Emirates!
It's the battle of Group B between Nepal and UAE. This is getting heated for anyone that is in Group B itself. All the regions are battling out for that one shot into the top two for that main event. And this upcoming series is going to be the most important one that both these teams will be playing today.
Sure, and it's gonna be a very nice one to watch for sure. And this is the Nepal lineup with Sushank, Swastik, Bijay, Sushil, and Suyok. We do know that they're gonna be trying their best. They have won their previous match, and what's gonna happen in the next one is what we will be witnessing, Cloud.
Yeah, and Suyok's the man here because he brought the pride to Zhangfei users.
Oh,
Zhangfei MVP, Suyok, he will be the man to watch here.
Right.
His unbridled outbursts were on point, so I guess if UAE were to try to focus on something, it could be the Zhangfei.
So he's gonna be the biggest contributor towards Zhangfei's win rate then, because he has been playing very well with the hero. It seems like everyone else has been following him, inspired by his Zhangfei to keep on performing very well.
Oh yeah, and these will be the players that we'll be facing up against them. It will be Abdulaziz, Ahmed, Mohammed, Rashid, and Abdullah representing the UAE.
I think there's definitely a bit of a strength coming in from UAE from what we've seen them yesterday. It's just that how they unite as one in finding those big opportunities, in getting those leads, finding those objective fights, enforcing that win game condition here. But for now, my coin, I'll put it on towards Nepal because they have been far more consistent, at the very least, in their first day.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting to watch for sure, because Nepal has already proven to everyone that they are able to be up top in their group. So we want to see on how they fare up on the stage right now. And we do know this UAE is going to be trying their very, very best with whatever they have. They have been watching all the matches for sure. Are they going to be inspired with one of the metas at least?
Yeah, I also want to give a small shout out to Sang, who is one of the management team from Nepal.
Ooh.
Like, he was very proud of his players. He kind of texted me over it, and he said that some of these players were from his club, DRS, which is a very popular club in Nepal. So yeah, so far they're doing the people of Nepal proud with their performance.
I think it's definitely worth to be celebrating, right? Because you've traveled all the way here participating in the Asian Games qualifiers. You definitely want to make your region or nation proud. And for them, it's part of the job. Right now, they're 1-0 in the group. And if they win one more, it's soft secured for top 3. Soft secured.
Yeah, they want to make sure that they get at least top 3, right? Because the top 2 will for sure go to the qualifiers, to the main event, sorry. But the third position, it's quite difficult because you have to play a lot more extra matches to get to that point.
Yeah, you have to play a
last
chance qualifiers, and it's a single elimination.
Correct.
So it will be interesting to see what happens there towards the later stages of the week.
Yeah.
But for today, they have to take it step by step. Both Nepal and UAE, they have to put their best footing forward.
I think it's about starting strong, right? We always repeat the same thing. If you start strong, you come in good in terms of the entirety of the series itself. But we did see a few comebacks today. I'm not sure if you saw the first series. That was pretty heated up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they just made that comeback in a reverse sweep fashion. That's definitely something you want to be looking towards to. It's about momentum. It's about mentality coming into such a important game between UAE and also Nepal. And starting off the pick and bans, we do see Byron being removed from the pool by the side of UAE alongside Fatih. That's going to be 2 clash lanes removed from the pool, and Nepal has banned away the Dolia since they know Sir Cloud is on the desk.
Very unfortunate for you, Cloud. But definitely a very good man, because we have seen and witnessed a very good use of Adolia just now. Not to be comboed with Dune, but with a Kaiser. So I'm not surprised to see this Dolia here. Talking about comebacks like what Sagi was just talking about just now, it proves that our players right here for the Asian Game qualifiers really proves that they do have the right mentality to make sure that they're always able to do certain turnarounds in terms of their mindset. Even if they're losing early on, they're not broken down, they're not demoralized. They still have the chance to actually do something within the game itself, even though they're left behind a couple thousands of gold.
Okay, here's the thing, right? So Zhang Fei is one of the most picked heroes here, right? But why has it not been the most banned hero? Like, now, even Zhang Fei is given the chance, knowing that Suyok was the MVP with the Zhang Fei before.
Why? It's like,
I think, right, there's just so much heroes to ban with so limited slots here. Like, the meta has been forever changing. Like, we have teams that prioritize the Zhang Fei, the Ukibachibana, Atta, Dolia, or even the likes of the Channel first pick that we are seeing from UAE. So it's down to how or what you don't want to be facing for your specific team composition. Maybe they're like, okay, Zhang Fei may be able to handle, but maybe not a Liang that we don't want to face against, or a potentially Dolia that's going to be refreshing some spells and allowing certain combos coming out.
But we've also seen that even though Dolia has been banned just now, someone has proven that even without Dolia, we can win with just Kaiser. So maybe Zhang Fei might be a bigger problem, to be honest. Also, Ukyo have been picked quite a while now, and honestly, maybe the winner is not as high as Zhang Fei's. Still, probably one of the most viable bans to be done as well. Again, there's nothing wrong with whatever bans or picks that you're doing, as long as you know who you're up against, maybe, Cloud. Because maybe that specific team is so good with that one hero. So banning that hero makes complete sense.
Alright, so I want to give the benefit of the doubt to UAE's ban phase, right? And why they let go of the Zhang Fei. So this is also a test of consistency from Suyong, who got the MVP with Zhang Fei before this, whether he can be consistent with different teams.
Okay. That's definitely a good analogy that you can actually test on towards too, because why not? Like, maybe this doesn't work out. Game 2, we swap up our plans, we ban away Suyok's hero pool, then maybe that's something that they can venture in towards to it as their plan B per se. But now, plan A, UAE is going for comfort here, picking up the Lianpo, Princess Frost, going for that big AoE zone control.
Yeah, we're waiting for the final ban coming in from the UAE. what are they going to be going with Fuzi? Because there's a lot of effective Fuzi users today, which is extremely scary with their Sage Might. So I don't think that's a bad ban. It makes sense because the lockdown coming from Fuzi is just so annoying, especially when there's a combo that has been done like the Garuda just now. The Sage Might and the Wings of Judgment is just so scary.
Oh, and we're going to get the Ata. Oh, Ata has been picking up in popularity as well. That's what I noticed. And it's very effective with the Ghost Ship, whether you want to split up the fight or whether you want to stop enemies from running away. It's actually really, really good. And the Ata's Ghost Ship can be combined with the Unbridled Outburst. He brings out the Ghost Ship, and then the Unbridled Outburst comes in. At least the opponent is not pushed too far away, allowing like the DRNG, the Ukyo Tachibana to follow up.
I like the idea, right, that you mentioned here. Like, you have the Ata, you have the Ukyo Tachibana, a very strong Clash jungle combination that can actually push into the jungle of UAE. Because UAE so far, you have a very consistent lineup, many fighters and front lines, but the problem is, it's a very mid to late game composition that does not have a lot of early game mobility or pushing ability here. Because you see, yes, the only winning lane that we've seen so far is probably Rashid on that channel, but other lanes, it doesn't push us as fast compared to the counterparts of what Nepal has drafted in their specific team composition.
Yeah, and Garemo as last pick from Nepal is solid. I think they do have the right lineup for this match. Comparing to UAE, I agree with Sagi because the picks of Align and Tianwei is going to be a bit risky because both of these hero, Align and Tianwei, is not actually like a tanky hero. It's more towards kiting, more towards poking, and maybe a little bit of sustainability. But Tianwei really depends on his basic attacks. If he gets stunned for too long, we all know he has Purify, but it might be a bit of a problem when he loses all of his skills and he's not able to do all of those basic attacks.
And you have to stack on DMWay to make sure that you make use of the additional damage and the additional range, right? So that's all the consideration that UAE has to put in towards for this game one. Drafts are locked in, players are set. Let's go into the Gorge for our match 3 of the day between United Arab Emirates and Nepal.
And I do think the Garemo pick is good as well as the last pick, especially when you're going up against Chano. Chano's range is not particularly that far.
Yeah.
So the couple blades would be easier to land onto the Chano.
I agree. And we have to remember that the couple blades actually goes through any units, including the Spirit Wolf. So it cannot be stopped. And then this is a good demonstration.
Yep.
Oh! Okay. Sudden flash over there. Quite surprising us casters as well, which is very normal. They're gonna try to get the jungle right now. He's gonna be hit by the Gunmo, but he keeps on missing, and he's still fine for now.
Yeah, he's still okay. Suyong actually got the neutral creep, so that's going to be a slight win for Nepal, I must say.
Yeah.
And now with the fact that they managed to force the channel back, so that's another good advantage.
True, and we do like to see these early aggressions coming in from BJ. He knows what he's doing. He wants to be able to get that early game advantage because as a Gunmo, you want that stacks coming in from the passive, from the assists or eliminations. That's where he gets all of his extra damage coming from. 20 stacks equals to 300 magical attack, which is a lot, Cloud.
Yes, so that means that there will need to be more magic resistance items coming in?
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah, but then again, it can stack though towards here. But first strike very early on by Swastik.
Swastik going in very aggressively with the help of BJ. He is always ready, poking everyone around, and Swastik is also ready to do the finishing move. 3 people are still stacking up in the mid lane, leading the goal by almost 1,000 already within 2 minutes. This is quite a huge amount of number.
This is actually quite consistent with what you say about Adam, is that their composition allows them to jungle invade very, very early on, especially with the Ukyo Tachibana. It's shown that, and now they're doing it again and again and again. So what Nepal is looking to do right now is to try to dry up the potential farm from the side of UAE and potentially snowball from there.
And rightfully, UAE is supposed to be able to handle this if they group up together at one spot, farm together from one jungle to another, even though they might be sharing the goal a little bit, but that's not the problem. They need to be able to farm safely and farm quickly so that their jungler can have an advantage.
Oh man, even Suyo's there just to try to take down the boards at the side, but Abdullah showed up just in time to try to stop him. Still up for grabs though, but with a couple of blades from BJ, he stole at least one of them.
Yeah, right now he's still right in front, still pulling back just a bit. Abdullah trying to open the map. He does have his passive maxed out. He's gonna be healing every time his passive maxed out, but he has to move away out of combat. Look at how sharp BJ's sword is. He keep on throwing this couple's blades non-stop and it hits his target.
And Sushi is done with the Spark Force Dagger as well, so this is going to be a good item going out against Chano, especially with the Spirit Wolves. But now, engagement onto the bottom again. Rashid forced to turn back. This is his second time that he's forced out of his lane.
I agree, and also, actually, Ahmed playing the Tianwei, he already maxed out his jungle item all the way to tier 3 right now, even though the passive from the jungle has not been maxed out just yet. It might be a little bit too early for him to buy that, but he have done so. He has committed with it, and he's gonna buy the shoes next. With 2,000 gold, probably gonna be an easy tyrant for them for sure for Nepal.
Oh yeah, I don't see UAE able to challenge this one, but they're still trying to go for it though. But still, the tyrant is taken by Nepal. Right now, there seems to be a bit of an overcommitment there, but lucky enough for him, he's able to get away. But Rashid can't say the same for him. Swastik finally got him, and Rashid, this time, not able to escape at all.
Swastik very sharp on the swords, managing to get Rashid without no problem whatsoever, trying to assist their friend Sushil to get the first tower at the bottom lane, giving him a lot of space, and the rotation coming in from them trying to clear the entire resource jungle from the UAE is gonna hurt the economy of the entire team.
And look at the farm lane right now. It's totally overtaken by Team Nepal, and they're about to get the second tower. I don't see UAE protecting the second tower. It's going to be gone. Less than 5 minutes, Adam.
Very quick indeed. They're gonna try to get the Crimson Golem as well. Blazing Cape has been bought by the Abdulaziz. Look at the couple sword has been thrown. It's not gonna hit his target. Abdullah managed to run away. There's still 2 minions. It seems like they're gonna get the tier 1 tower in the mid lane very quickly. This is gonna be a huge loss because the vision provided by the tower is so valuable that it's gonna hurt them in the long run.
Okay. I see what Ahmed wanted to do there. He wants to come in from the side and try to surprise Team Nepal, but then again, there's no opening for him. Somebody has to start the fight before he's able to come in. It's not going to be that easy.
Yeah, BJ has 1 stack right now. He has 1 assist. And he's still so aggressive up front, trying to poke anyone, even though he's not going to secure a kill. Maybe he's playing quite aggressively right now, maybe a little bit too aggressive, because he might get punished by Abdulaziz or Ahmed. But look at this, Cloud!
A bit of a whiff there with our Bright Albers, but it's okay. They should be able to get it done. But with the day at sunset, looks like Abdulaziz is able to get away to safety.
Yeah, 3,000 gold in front for Nepal is a huge number, and within 6 minutes. This is progressing very well for them, but Abdulaziz has to move away from the tower. He has to let it go to make sure that he doesn't lose his hero just to save this 1 tower. But the bottom lane has not been managed by anyone.
Oh yeah, the bottom lane is like almost free for Team Nepal. UAE, they look like they almost forgot about the bottom lane for some reason.
Right. But we're still seeing a lot of aggression coming in from Nepal, trying to focus on the mid lane for now. And it looks like Swastik really helps out with his team, trying to destroy towers by tower. It looks like they're going to be focusing down towards the high ground tower in the top lane very early on.
Oh man, we are already less than 7 minutes in, and Team Nepal right now, they've been pushing UAE all the way to the back. And Abdullah receives that damage from the couple blades. Considering that he's a tank, the amount of damage that he can receive, well, we can see how much VJ has skill right now in terms of damage.
I agree, and also we have to remember he's actually using Execute right now, so he cannot really use Sprint or Flash trying to play an aggressive play. He can only use Execute to try maybe steal, but this is what's happening down there. Rashid eventually managed to get the tier 1 tower at the bottom lane, at least maybe closing up the difference between the goal of the 2 teams. UAE and Nepal is almost neck to neck, but at the same time Nepal is leading quite far ahead. Both of the vision sprite link has not been activated yet at the top and the bottom lane on the side of UAE.
Yeah, that means it's kind of dark for them, especially at the bottom right now. But Abdulaziz showing up, he sees Suyo right in front of him, so he's not going to engage for now. But again, both sides, they're getting ready to try to contest the Tyrant. But if we look at the goal difference right now, it's quite big. UAE is behind by about 5k gold.
Yeah, and this is the most important thing, right? So HOK has always been in front, hiding in the brush, and opening the vision for the entire team. So the Nepalian team, for sure, will feel very comfortable. They know everyone. They know everyone's position. And look at this. Look at what's happening here, Cloud. They're trying to get Overlord, and the high ground tower has been destroyed.
Defend, guys, defend. Your base needs you.
Look at the minion.
Oh, man. Okay. They got the Overlord. Okay, so that's going to be a bit of a prize for them. But they will lose all their towers. Even the middle one will be taken by Nepal. And speaking about Nepal, now they're going all in. All towers down. Nepal, time for them to move in. But Abdulaziz fights back. And they will get Swastik down. But Team Nepal, they're not letting this one go. Abdulaziz will pay for it.
Abdulaziz goes down, but so does the two high ground towers. A very great move by Nepal. So the question is, was it that worth it for them to leave their base wide open for Nepal to take just now for one Overlord? And mind you, this is not enhanced Overlord. This is sub 10 minutes.
Yeah, so it's not really worth it yet. In fact, if you ask me, Adam, I don't think it's worth it for them to let go the entire farm lane for most of the game, and that allowed access to Team Nepal to just push all the way down. And now with all the towers down, this Tyrant is an easy pickup for Team Nepal.
4,000 gold, honestly, is a huge amount right now. I'm pretty sure they're going to feel the economy difference in terms of the damage coming in from the side of Nepal afterwards. The minions are going out. Look at Swastik. He's very ready to go in with the help of Sushang. A very good umbrella outburst, Cloud.
Three of them caught together with the ghost ship. Sushang comes in. Rashid goes down. Rashid does not have the amount of damage to fight back. Abdulaziz tries to get away to safety. But then again, right now, the crystal is exposed. And Team Nepal will bring home the win for Game 1.
And that was a clean game coming in from Team Nepal from start to finish. And for UAE, what has happened in that farm lane? Why was no one attending towards that? That was a big hole that they need to fill because Nepal drilled a big one towards that.
Probably they were quite desperate and struggling to get at least one objective, any objective whatsoever. And maybe in their eyes, they were tunnel vision towards the Overlord, and all of them did the same thing. But fortunately for them, they managed to go back early on. And we have to remember, I think it's also thank you to the tower's destruction, debuffing movement speed thing on the minion. Or else the minion would have rushed forward and they would have destroyed the crystal very quickly.
Oh man, a lot of missed opportunities here, especially at the farm lane area. Yes, Team Nepal put a lot of pressure towards the farm lane, which is credit to them, right? But UAE, they need to try to balance out the lanes a bit more.
Rashid was not having a great time here because Nepal's Ganemo kept repeatedly visiting his lane, throwing those blades down, making sure that every time his flash is up, it's used.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a big problem every time if that keeps on happening. And I think instead of letting go of the farm lane every time, I think it's better if his teammates comes together with him and help him out, trying to secure all the minions, because each wave that comes in and they're losing each wave, it's a huge loss for the entire team. I know the gold gets converted into Rome's coin that drops on the ground, but that's just 50% of the actual minions' gold value.
Yeah, so doing the math is not really worth it, right? Yeah. But it's not only about the farm lane as well. Like the jungle buff, the Crimson Golem at the bottom, multiple times been stolen away by Team Nepal. So it almost feels like the bottom half of the map is almost invisible to them.
It's a bit stressful, right? When you have a losing lane already coming to the bottom side and it keeps getting punched down, bullied down, especially on Rashid on that channel here, you gotta be wondering, like, hey, Rashid, I know it's not gonna be too good here, but he's really rushed to a Succubus Cloak because that's just how much pressure BJ is putting on that Ganemo.
Oh, I would feel the fear as well as he did, because Ganmo was playing very well and he was all over the place. And even though there's no one tanking in front of Ganemo, BJ still goes up to the front and make sure that everyone knows, I'm here, I'm gonna throw all of these a couple of blades towards you right now. Very scary.
Yeah, and Ganmo, he actually rushed the venomous staff, which is a good item to counter against all of them. And most importantly for him is, I'm sure what's on top of his mind is that, okay, as long as I get as many stacks as possible early on. When it comes to the mid game, I can boss around.
Oh yeah, like on the most passive, the more enemies you take down or you get an assist on, you get more magical power, which funds into your entire skill set, which also simultaneously funds that 7's Wrath value on that passive that gives you extra 35% on that magical attack.
Sagi, I have a question. I need your opinion on this. In situations where our team gets trampled a little bit too early and there's 1,000, 2,000 gold difference between our team and the enemy team, right? Is it not the best thing to do is to send the clash lane of ours to the side lane and let him keep on pushing until the entire team of the enemy side goes to him, so that we have a lot of breathing space, so that our marksman can go farm, our mid can go mid and do whatever they need to do. Or maybe there are other things to do if there is.
I think that's a very good approach, right? Where you have 4 members on one half of the map. Like half map means mid and bottom, or mid and clash lane.
Yeah.
So you want the half map to be centralized with 4 players, and then the other player that you mentioned, he's on the split push duty. So every time that someone invests this, like let's say an invade towards the half map, you're like, okay guys, we're not fighting this, we're a bit behind, go collect the minion waves, we'll give away this buff, while our split pusher is getting more farm here. Usually a split pusher can be a mobile farm lane, like an Arlen Marco Polo, it can be a jungle assassin, or it can be a clash laner. It depends on what you pick.
Okay.
Yeah, but I guess if you want to put like a lane as a split pusher, there's probably other better options.
Difficult.
Yeah, if you have like that, okay, this is going to be our strategy, like you pre-discuss it, then you probably put someone else, like maybe like a Fuzer, for example. But if you put in a lane, you're probably more ready for team fights.
I mean, not so much like I need a split push right now. It's more like we have to do something to put someone else on that one part of the lane so that we have more space here, because they are forced to do so. That's why I feel like for the first game just now, maybe Align could have done it with the Death at Sunset to be able to use that to run away, maybe with some dashes, but that's just a thought of mine.
I think it's a valid thought, right? If you ever want to find a player to actually do such a thing, it's probably Ahmed on the end way. More mobility, can cross wall, can also move faster compared to a lane, and then when your item starts racking in, you can utilize the Abdul Aziz Death at Sunset to look for potential more plays. But due to the fact that the game was so suffocating coming in from the side of UAE, it didn't really allow them much room to actually play. Look at Ahmed here, getting tagged by the Ukitachi Bana, and then the couple plays coming in for BJ.
But provided that the rest of the team, the 4, actually sticks at around mid lane, right? They have
mid
to
to bottom side.
Mid to bottom. Yeah. They have to like be together. But this is such a good umbrella over, such an opening. Exactly like what Cloud said. Suyok's Zhangfei is such a signature from the team.
Oh yeah, it's reflected by our coaching session.
Look at this one, look at this one. This was beautiful. 3-man unbridled outburst into the stampede, getting to enforcing the flash from Rashid. Just for Rashid to get sniped down by BJ's couple blades in the back end. And after this, it's a smooth push coming in from the side of Nepal to get the first map victory in this BO3.
And here we go, the MVP for Nepal. It's BJ. We're not shocked about this. 104, but with 44.5%. This might be the highest, because previously it was 42. Now it's 44.5. This is an insane amount of number, and we all have seen and witnessed on how he kept on throwing the couple blades non-stop towards the heroes and not to farm.
We're having some pretty good Ganemo players so far. Yesterday it was Emmanuel, today it was BJ. So far they're all contesting for that top damage spot. Yeah. I kind of forgot what Ling Wang had on his damage percentage on the first day. I believe it was like 40-something also, which was pretty high.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's quite apparent, right? Like he was everywhere across the map. Like after the first wave, he rotated down, and his objective, like what you said, Adam, wasn't to really get those takedowns, but it was more towards like, okay, can I put enough damage to force whoever who's down there, happened to be the Chano that time, to turn back? Yeah. And he actually did that. And just by doing that, like I believe like there was once or twice that Chano was forced to turn back. He lost at least like 2 or 3 waves already.
Which is really painful, right? Like one wave is about like 220 gold, and you lose like 4 waves. 800 something gold, 900 is like one half of a component here. And if your enemy lands on the last hits, my oh my, you're already down so much to actually catch back up as a Chano of all things. Channel rides on that early game laning phase that you can actually bully your opponents, scavenge those resources in their own triangle. But afterwards, if you lose so much, how do you scale into that triple critical item in the late game?
And your example was 4 waves, by the way, Sagi.
4 waves, crazy.
But what they lost just now was a lot of waves.
Oh my.
A bunch of waves. So that's why Cloud was like audibly upset just now. Why are they leaving it out in the open? But do you guys know what's very wide and out in the open? It's Petaling Jaya Marriott Hotel, the official venue and hotel partner of 2026 Asian Games Esports Qualifiers for Honor of Kings. Thank you to them for sponsoring this venue. It's an amazing place for us to be at. This event space is so spacious and we all love it so much. Thank you.
I think the food is also really delicious here.
Oh,
like
the food,
the catering so far that we're experiencing.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna gain some weight before I actually end this entire project on this Asian Games qualifiers because the food has been really amazing.
Oh, we really have to tell you guys that the best food here so far that we know is ayam merah. The ayam merah is amazing, Sagi.
that was really amazing here. But that's enough about food here. Let's go back into the game between Nepal and United Arab Emirates for this game.
Yeah.
So looks like UAE is going to get the blue side just like before. They had the first pick and red side is going to be Team Nepal. So here's the question, right?
Yes.
Should they respect the Zhang Fei?
I think they have to, right? Suyok has been amazing on these engaged roamers here. Maybe if you go on the blue side, you start banning away one tank roam and pick a tank roam for yourself. Or better yet, since UAE has been a team that always like to pick the likes of the Lian Po, we have seen teams, when they want to limit hero pools, ban out Zhang Fei Lian Po, ban out Zhang Fei Lapu Lapu, pick the Lian Po, or ban out either one, pick the first one.
I think that the Zhang Fei pick is a very strong one. For sure, it's not a wrong choice for them to actually ban Zhang Fei. We actually had this problem before in other tournaments, by the way. Back then, when Zhang Fei was so famous in like international tournaments, by the way, Zhang Fei kept on being picked and no one is banning Zhang Fei. They kept on focusing on banning Mai Shiranui, on Dharma, on Guan Yu, and it seems like we're having a pattern here. We're looking at almost exactly the same thing happening all over again because our patch is using the more or less the same patch as the one that I was talking about just now. So it seems like many other teams have been forgetting on how useful and strong Zhang Fei is to the point where I think it might be worth it for us to ban it out.
Yeah, because the latest patches, Zhang Fei is still up there, but it's no longer, right? Not like this patch.
Not like the one and only.
Yeah, the one and only. I remember it was like back then, it was like the one and only. But anyway, no Zhang Fei ban as the first phase ban. So if UAE doesn't pick Zhang Fei for themselves, I'm pretty sure Suyong will be smiling and say, thank you for the pick. And they're going to go for Chano again.
Putting trust on towards Rashid, right? Like, Chano is still one of the premier picks coming in from the tournament here. Super high in terms of their priority. Strong early game laning phase. Strong late game damage output on a single hyper carry here. But Nepal, I'm pretty sure they're going to revisit back the pick just now that you mentioned on the Zhang Fei because looking at this, banning Dolia, banning the Liang, you're welcoming yourself into different options here for the side of Nepal. And that's the Mai Shiranui. We have seen some fantastic performance on this pick. And the second one will be Ata. This is a very strong 1-2 with very strong compatibility coming in from Team Nepal.
I wouldn't be surprised if UAE actually steals the Zhang Fei away from them right now. But this is probably also because Nepal has a bigger hero pools, maybe. That's why they're quite comfortable and confident to just leave him out there for now. But I like what we've been talking about all this while. If it works, why not just stick with it? Moza and Garuda as a second and third hero for UAE. What do you think, Cloud?
Well, I think right now then they will be forced into a situation where their jungle has to be one of those more tanky sort of jungles. If not, they won't have any other option. But speaking about options, looks like a Team Nepal, they're going to flex their hero capabilities. They're not like, you think I'm only Zhang Fei right now. I'm going to show you I can play the Lapu Lapu as well, which is a good substitution for Zhang Fei, I must say. The skills are pretty much the same, so I think it will be a good one.
If you were to say that Zhang Fei is one of those protectors in the early game before the level 4, Lapu Lapu is more on the engaging side. When both of them are level 4, they are quite similar in a sense where you can engage from afar. But for Lapu Lapu this game, it looks pretty good. You want to be more active in the early game to supplement that Mai Shiranui. That's going to be looking for a lot of early game rotations, especially towards Rashid in that bottom lane, because that's a channel which doesn't have a lot of mobility like the Arlie or Marco Polo.
Very interesting to see Fuze and Musashi has been taken out. Now Crore also has been taken out by the UAE. They are aware that this hero assassin types are very much Nepal's gameplay, so they chose to take it out very quickly. UAE is gonna go with their 4th ban right now. You know what? Why not just ban another jungler in the process? No problem whatsoever. Fateh is a good option, but we all don't know if Atta is actually going to be the jungle.
Which is a good point, right? That's the beauty of Red Side. You can always save these flex picks into the final moments to really play some mind tricks against your opponents here. So right now they ban a lot of junglers and clash lanes, Byron, Ukyo, Nakoruru, and also Fatih, which are what Nepal actually needs to fix their draft in one of the picks here. But for farm lane, there's still a lot of options here coming in for Sushil. Maybe he wants to go for the Direnjie, maybe he wants to go for the Fang instead.
Yeah, I like the Fang pick as well. Looking at they already had like 2 tanky heroes, it's good that they pick a hero that can come out with a little bit more damage. There's the Fang. Lubu will be selected by UAE. Okay, so this is going to be more of a damage kind of hero, but they need a hero that can really tag the forefront. You can argue that the Moses can kind of set up with the thing inside the box, like you flash forward thing inside the box.
For
but
Levi!
Okay. Okay, I personally am not a fan because you don't have enough durability in UAE.
Correct. I believe that they needed something like you mentioned here, like a Dun Jungle or Kaiser that we saw that was pretty successful coming in from the Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan game, where this exact Levi pick, it's a bit alarming towards me because I feel like Nepal's idea is to go for those early game invades in towards UAE's jungle, just like what they did just now in game 1.
So this is going to be interesting. Nepal's going to go with Fang jungle, and the Atta is going to be the clash lane. But we do have Levi and Lubu. Lubu is usually a hero that we pick to counter off heroes with shield. But the counter hero for Lubu is Atta. Anyone with a lot of HP is the direct counter to a true damage. So this is going to be very interesting after they took Lubu, even though there's an Atta on the other side of the team.
And you need so much gold on the side of UAE's double side lane. The Lubu, the Chano.
Yeah.
You need a lot of time to scale into fruition here. But the early game still stands. The Garuda in the mid lane that has been drafted by UAE alongside the Mozi will be pretty good guardians of the jungle if they can actually protect it well.
Guardians of the jungle. I like the ring to it.
That's a ring to it. That's a ring to it. But anyway, what we learned from game 1 is that BJ and his rotation is on point. It's fast. So considering that he is using a Mai Shiranui right now, Mai has good mobility, and as we can see here, after the first wave, he's already moving towards the bottom. They are recreating the same formula like how they did in game 1.
Yep, this is exactly what's happening. They're going to the jungle, and the jungle is actually able to be secured by Abdullah. Even though there were actually 3 heroes from the Nepal side, we can also see on how both sides of the jungle are trying to clear as fast as they can. It seems like Ahmed is facing a little bit of a problem. He's going to be a bit slower than Swastik in terms of the rotation, but he's going to clear mid lane together with his Garuda. So that means UAE going to have a better gold economy situation because there's some gold sharing that has been done by the both of them.
Yeah, but because Team Nepal, they did a little bit of an invasion at the bottom. So right now they are ahead slightly in terms of gold. Though it's still very early, well, both sides can still catch up to each other.
Seems like the Purify from Sushil has to be used just now to stop the Cannon Blast from being too effective. 800 gold in front for Nepal is not too big, not too small as well. So UAE, if they want to do anything, they have to do it now. As we all know, if they continue with this kind of momentum, this kind of gameplay, they might slowly bleed out of economy.
Yeah, the jungle invasion has to happen, right? Especially like what Sagi said with the Levi. But they have yet to cross over to the other side. Right now, it's again the same formula. Team Nepal is the one that has been crossing over onto the jungle side of UAE, putting pressure onto there. And now they're making the rotation to the top.
Why, Cloud? Why has UAE not crossed over there?
Because...
Why are they not doing it? Tell me, Cloud, tell me.
Yeah, I think we'll need to leave that to the interview if we get the chance.
Oh, okay. Don't later Mara will ask them later. Mara will ask, why do you guys not cross the river? That's not good.
Oh, okay.
Not a bit ago.
I get the reference there, though. Just saying.
Okay.
I never got the answer, though.
Okay. But Abdullah is still in the mid lane. You're going to be trying to focus down on the minions. And we still have BJ very closely to very good cannon blast. If only there's a follow-up coming in from Ahmed and then he goes sing song, sing song, sing. That would be the best thing to do.
He goes what?
Sing song, sing song, sing. The ultimate of
okay,
Ibai's
okay.
ultimate.
Oh, that's how the
sound.
The sound.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to know the in-game sound effects, it's actually my voice.
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow. I mean, it sounds similar, though. It sounds similar. I'll give you credit for it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, but I can see a small attempt there by Abdullah to try to cross over, right? But the moment he got into the river, he was about to cross over, and then it was like, okay, maybe there's someone there, one cannon blast, and then he turns back. But to be fair to him, it's like nobody's there to back him up, so he cannot totally commit to go into the jungle.
Yeah. 600 gold in front for Nepal. Not as big as the previous game. Definitely in the previous game, Nepal actually had a much bigger goal lead. But this time, they're playing quite conservatively, quite safely because look at how Abdulaziz, even he is not trying to go out too much. He is respecting the entire team of Nepal right now. But please don't be too respectful. He might lose a lot of chances and opportunity to get more economy's advantage.
Yeah, I think Abdulaziz will be the main playmaker for this round, right?
Yeah.
But here comes the Tyrant fight. Who will get it at the end of the day? It's going to be Ahmed securing the Tyrant. First Tyrant towards UAE. Decent start for them.
That's the right way to use Levi. Honestly, that's probably why they took it. And they know that they might not be able to fully commit into trying to get any objective. So, you know what? Why not we just use Levi and just use the first skill, dash, use might, and then come back. It works. It works and it's proven. And they're going to get an advantage from the Tyrant buff. And they can try to do something now. I'm just hoping that UAE would be able to group up and try to catch someone off guard, or at least try to move together between the mid lane and the roamer and the jungle. Rotate together top to bottom.
Oh yeah, I mean, objective gameplay, right? At the end of the day, so if you're able to secure these objectives, then at the later stages of the game, you can snowball, you can scale from there. But now Team Nepal, they're making this big rotation at the bottom, committing 4 players, and for Team UAE, Rashid especially, he has no space to farm no more. His tower will be taken down.
The Kachosen is so painful. It hits, it connects to Rashid. Rashid has to back away just a little bit, but look at how Garuda are forced to use Wings of Judgment, trying to run away now. But he got the red buff. He stole red buff for his own team. He tried to help, but no.
I mean, it's one thing to not let your opponent get the buff. It's another thing to not let your own teammate get the buff.
True, that's true. We can also see that very good Tremble Mortal trying to scare them all away with his ultimate. But for the first time, we see Ahmed trying to go in and deal some damage, but he pulls back to safety.
Yeah, so here's the thing about the Tremble Mortal, right? Because there's an animation time to it that will allow your opponents to run away. So Swastik can jump away, BJ can jump away easily, so it's not going to be the most effective against them. The best is that if the Moser can land a cannon blast and then the Tremble Mortal comes in, then it'll be much better.
Yes, they need to time this very well. They need communication, but look at how the Raging Sea has been used. It hits Rashid, but no one does any follow-up from Nepal. They're still playing very safely because they can see Ahmed is on the side, trying to be prepared to get Sushank.
Yep, Wings of Judgment this time. Hopefully he doesn't steal away the buff from his teammate. Now Tremble Mortar comes in, gets Swastik, but Swastik again as usual. Easily swats away, but Swastik's down in trouble. His teammate's coming in. Abdulaziz was first, get the first strike. Swastik will go down, but countered by getting Ahmed instead. And looks like Team Nepal gets 2 of them from UAE. It's a win from Team Nepal.
Inner tower has been destroyed and they will pull back just a little bit and try to focus on other objectives, not to overstay their welcome for too long. The goal difference for both of the team is quite high, but not as high as before anymore. But look at Swastik with 4,900 gold, going to 5,000 now. With this Wings of Judgment, will they be able to save the tower? It seems like, yeah, he's managed to save the tower for a little bit longer.
Oh, but maybe can't save his teammate. Unfortunately, Abdulaziz went down. So now without Abdulaziz, nobody can tank the front. Now, Adam, this is something that we debated, right? Who's going to be the frontline tank? If Abdulaziz is not there, no more. And looking at Abdulaziz and his items, he's probably going to go for more damage instead of tank.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a problem for them for sure. Even Abdullah is only using Moza. And yeah, I mean, Moza is not wrong, but the itemization for Moza that he's going with right now is as if he's buying magical damage items, and I don't think that is the best for this situation right now. Probably the best item for Moza right now is to get Dawnlight. Dawnlight is such an underrated item for support roamers. If they use Dawnlight, he can provide unlimited amount of shields every time he uses skills, provided the cooldown is over.
Oh, but Team Nepal right now, they're trying to invade again. This time for Team Nepal, they're not able to steal the buff, but that's okay. They're going to focus onto the middle, but with the Wings of Judgment, it's not going to be that easy to bring the minions forward.
Yeah, they're trying to play it safe. Sushank is still on the side of Ahmed. Is he going to try to get Ahmed? Ahmed manages to run away in the nick of time. They're all going to be rotating towards the Tyrant. Tyrant's going to be taken fairly quickly. Seems like Suyog is going to be on the front line. He's going to prove to everyone why he doesn't need Zhangfei. He's going to be playing Lapu Lapu very well. We have seen his Raging Sea has been connecting very well so far.
Yeah, so far so good. And he has been the one that's been opening up the map as well.
Yeah.
Now on the left side, Sushank's been doing the same. So right now, with the fact that the mid tower is down, Team Nepal will have a lot more space for them to play, and soon they'll be able to take down another mid tower as well, thanks to the bag.
Triangle Mortal has been used. He's trying to get Suyog. Suyog's about to go down. A very quick downing from there.
One more. And Abdulaziz goes down. Ahmed is going to be the final player alive, but not for long, as he gets taken down with a double strike towards Sushil and Ace to Team Nepal.
It seems like a very good start. Might end this right now if they have the time, but it seems like Abdullah will come out first just before they start to go and touch the crystal. But I think they might make it. They might make it, Cloud.
Yes, the minions are there. The minions are there, and Team Nepal secures a clean 2-0 win.
Congratulations to Nepal for securing their second win.
Yeah, Crore looking clean in Group B. Crore sitting tight at 2 overall match wins and 4-0 in their overall match win-lose. Very clean stuff so far coming from Team Nepal, and good job in their gameplay here. I would say that even if, let's say, that UAE did lose this game, but enjoying the stage and enjoying the competition is also part of this qualifiers here. You saw the Levi. He almost made it work. He was getting all those first strikes, getting all the damage in. It's a valiant effort coming in from UAE.
Yeah, definitely a good effort coming from UAE. And I think that UAE has a lot of things to improve for sure. But they did well. They have an idea of how to handle things. But in terms of execution, has a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, more improvements will be needed coming in from UAE if they want to look to pick up some wins coming in for Group B. But I'm loving the enthusiasm, right? The Lubu, the Levi. I mean, we haven't got a Levi yet, you know? We love some new picks here. And
first one.
More and Fang picks are also coming up from Team Nepal in the jungle itself. We saw some players who really favor the Fang pick, and so far, it has been getting picked up pretty decently.
Yeah, and I think the Lubu pick would have been fine if there's another hero to set things up. Like, you need a setter first, and then he goes in with the Tremor model, that will be perfect, right? So, for example,
not quite.
With the Moza?
Was it?
Moza.
Not enough.
I think what Cloud is trying to suggest here is that they probably need something like a Zhangfei, Lapu Lapu, because when we were discussing in the draft just now, Cloud, like they were lacking a frontline hero.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Zhangfei, Lianpo, Lapu Lapu, something to engage first, so they're like slowed, stunned, then you come in with the Lubu for that Tremor Morse. Maybe that's the situation we're looking for.
Yeah, correct. Because what they were lacking is the setter and also the one that opens up the map in front.
Yeah.
So if you kind of think about it, right, based on their 5 heroes that they pick, who is going to be the one to open up the vision? Nobody.
It's difficult, right? Like, the Moza idea was splendid. I would say that Moza is actually one of the most annoying roamer you can actually deal with in the laning phase, in the mid lane 3v3 scenario. But maybe if the jungler wasn't a Levi, I mean, we love the Levi pick. It was pretty interesting. But if, let's say, the jungler was something like an Ata, or something like a tank jungler Dun, Kaiser, maybe it could have provided UAE more chances in those team fights in the river.
Yeah, that would balance things out for sure. This is why in any draft, what I would personally do is that I would try to find, okay, do we have someone who is tanky enough? Do we have a burst damage? Do we have DPS? Do we have sort of a clash lane who can sustain in front with some sort of a lifesteal or some sort of a recovery mechanics? And do we have a support if we don't have a tank roam? So all of these things are very important things to actually balance out a good draft.
Yeah, balance in all things. That is most important, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the items. So I would say that itemization is pretty standard. Okay, to a certain extent, Abdulaziz is kind of going for a tank or semi-tank build, but nobody's that full-on tank for UAE. That was kind of worried about.
It's also in the conversation also. You have the Rashid on the channel, you have Ahmed on the Levi, and also Abdulaziz on the Lubu. Resources are finite. You can't really share everything to the team when you have so much mid to late game heroes in your team. It will make like Nepal have like an easier team fight because Nepal's composition has no late game. It's full on early to mid game, riding on the strong compatibility coming in from Fang, Mai Shiranui, and also the Lapu Lapu coming in to make sure that they can always push forward and find those early game team fights.
Yeah, actually they do need someone or a hero that doesn't really need an item to scale, right? Like someone who doesn't rely on it, maybe like a Frost or maybe Garuda is more or less considered like that, but it seems like Garuda was also very much stuck at the mid lane. Now couldn't rotate, couldn't help the side lane as well, so which translates into why Rashid was struggling down there and couldn't finish his itemization. He only has one Eternity Blade.
Yeah, and you cannot compare the mobility between the Mai and the Garuda, right? Obviously, the Mai would be like, okay, once I clear my lane, I know I can rotate down for a bit, come back to my mid lane and not miss the wave. That's how fast the Mai can rotate. So this is what I see the advantage of BJ, right? And the way how he plays is that he knows his rotation time. It's the same like how he did with the Guardian Mo, and that's why he was all over the map.
It's very smart, right? Like the, I would say, synergy between Suyok and BJ. Every time they finish up clearing the mid lane, they rotate really quickly towards the side lane to put impact, to put pressure against members like Abdulaziz, like Rashid. That's why even if they have a favorable matchup, with the addition of like the other laners, especially mid and roam, it usually doesn't favor you when you are having a man's disadvantage.
Yeah, for sure. And these are the stats that we can see. Everyone actually contributes the same amount of damage and the same, almost the same amount of damage taken also from Nepal. This shows that everyone contributes into this, right? They don't have that one hyper carry that carries the entire team. Everyone does their jobs. And also the same for UAE. They tried their very best to deal damage as well. But like what Cloud was saying, Abdulaziz was the one who is forced to take the damage first.
Correct. If you see here, the most damage taken is Abdulaziz. So here's the thing, right? For Lubu to be successful in the game, he has to farm his item.
Correct.
And then he has to go to somewhat late game, right? For him to get the true damage out. But if he's forced to really tank it, and every time he tanks, he has to go back, he has to heal up, and then come back to the game and also farm, then when is he going to achieve the items that he needs to come out with the true damage, right?
It's going to be continuously delayed, right? Because you're always missing out on certain team fights. You're forced to fight before your power spike, which puts you into a very uncomfortable position here, which is what Nepal successfully did. With so many strong early to mid-game picks, they were consistently forcing fights which are in favor of Nepal, but not in an advantage of UAE, which led to this gold grab. Only a 9-minute 41-second game before the Shadow objective spawn, but there's already a 7.5k gold lead slowly but steadily towards the endgame mark.
Yeah, this is definitely a very nice and smooth graph for sure. Nepal focuses on all the objectives, but kudos to UAE for them actually managing to steal that one Tyrant. This is because of the Levi that actually dashed early on, and they sort of managed to do it. If only they actually commit into a proper team fight, like actually group up and actually try to do something, it would at least be nice for us to say, you know, like, oh, we actually saw one actual try from them. But most of the time when they went into a team fight, they were all over the place. One is on the left, one is on the right. They never did group up.
Yeah, we hardly see that though. But we can check out the highlights again. Look at the difference between how UAE and Team Nepal plays. Team Nepal, they will group up together, they will go to one lane, they will clear off that one lane, and then Yeah, they pretty much do the same, like whether it's the farm lane side or the clash lane side, and then they focus onto the mid lane after winning both lanes. So they move in as a team, and this is what I like about Team Nepal's type of rotation style.
Which is true, right? We did see that in most of these replays, when UAE were to initiate a fight, it comes out okay at the start, but the members are just not ready to follow up on those engages here, which allowed Nepal to find those easy pickups on those team fight wins, resulting in our MVP for this game and EP's very own Sushil on that DRNG with a 404 clean KDA. I believe he was 100% participating in every single team fight, every single takedown, and he had a comfortable stat for this game 2.
His position is just so good, right? Because he was being taken care of very, very well. Also because he actually has a tank on his team, like proper tank that could just be in front for them to soak up damage, for him to have a breathing space and hit from very far away. This is what completely missing from UAE, and hopefully in their next match they could try to maybe draft something much closer to that one.
Yeah, and if you kind of think about it, right, the composition of UAE, they don't really have an answer towards the DRNJ as well. Like, how are you going to go to the back line? Even if you do, like, DRNJ has its own anti-CC. So how are you going to lock down the DRNJ? So that's why it's a clean game for Sushil.
The only idea I can really think of is the Garuda potentially outranging DRNJ, but there's so much like utility and tank coming in from the side of Nepal that actually provides so much room for Sushil on that DRNJ to actually march forward. So I don't really blame them for not being able to reach the backline of Nepal. But better yet, maybe they need to revisit back into their overall team fight style that you mentioned there just now.
Yeah.
Make sure they fight as 5, not 3v5, not 4v5, but make sure that when you initiate a fight, every single one is ready to follow up.
Yeah, also the fact that they were a little bit all over the place and they weren't sure. I can see that they're sort of hesitating. Do I go in right now? Do I go out right now? But eventually they did manage to do the team fight very, very well at the end with the Lubu up top, but did not manage to commit completely because they were so left behind in terms of gold.
And they were going up against a lot of dashers as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Mai, the Fang.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the dashers. So the Lubu. To be fair, he didn't really have like, hey, I want to use the tremor model, but then again, they keep dashing around. Like, he has to really time it. He has to wait for them to use the dash first and then come in with the tremor model. Even that is a 50-50 because, well, you don't know what position they are by that time, right?
Yeah.
And you probably have to bank in the fact that, can they react? Can I react? Do I need to use Flash to follow up on the second tremble models to actually reach the backline? So it's a bit of a, I would say, a inconsistent pick. You need more setups coming in from the Lubu, especially something like a Zhangfei, Lapu Lapu that we discussed just now, that could really engage the fight first, allow the teammates to come in later, especially Abdulaziz on that Lubu here. Maybe you find like one beautiful Unbridled Outburst into the Lubu, then maybe that's the perfect scenario for Abdulaziz just now.
Yeah, for sure, and we would love to see more of that. But we do know that the gameplay that has been shown by them can be improved quite a lot. I am pretty confident that they can improve within this short period of time because Kazakhstan has showed the same thing just now.
Yeah, Kazakhstan's growth was just so beautiful. I mean, Uzbekistan's growth was really nice just now. And Kazakhstan, they won yesterday. Those are amazing experiences and samples that we can refer to. But let's jump into a short interview with Mara and also Team Nepal.
That's 2 match wins for Team Nepal 2 in a row. Susang, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You know what we noticed is that you guys are by the book. You guys got the objectives, getting the gold, and eventually snowballing the game. And you were there in the right positions before the objectives even spawned. Is that the particular fundamentals that you guys were looking for coming into this game?
Yeah, we have specific strategies that we execute, right? Every game you can see that we are doing something very specific. Like the players, like people who know, they can see it, right? Like it's like, yeah, we are trying like our best to like do something, you know, like really good for the games. Yeah.
So disciplined, and I think that's one of the keys to your win. Now, you're still gonna go up against Myanmar and Jordan. How confident are you that you're gonna get the top 2 finish for Team Nepal?
I mean, we will try our best, right? Obviously. And yeah, we are confident we should be like top 2. We should be like the top 2, right? But also like, let's see what happens because we don't really think like that. We like to go game by game, plan by plan, and we don't really want to think about the long-term results, right? So that's how we like play the game.
So let's pretend that you're going to go to the players' room right now. What would you say to your teammates regarding today's matchup?
Matchup? I mean, I'm really proud of my boys. Like, they play really good. Also, my coach is like really good. So I can't say any words. They're like super good. So yeah, all loves to them. Yeah, all loves to them.
All the love to the players and the coach, and you are so great as well. Now, Nepal is watching you right now. Let's send them a message.
Thank you guys for supporting us. We'll keep trying our best. You know, we'll try to break top 2 for you guys. And yeah, please keep supporting us. Thank you very much.
Once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Let's break it down a little bit more. So let's head back to the casters. Lead the gorge.
Everyone is proud of them as well, right? Because like, who is not proud of some good growth coming in from Team Nepal, where they're currently sitting really comfortably in Group B with a 2-0 overall score. They definitely deserved it because they beat their opponents and they are now currently one step closer to qualifying to the main event.
Yeah, and it's nice to see that they also give tribute to not only the players, but also the coach as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so the coaching staff, a good job. Like, the players acknowledge that on broadcast. That's good.
We rarely see that, right? Usually we talk about players and players or all this stuff, and usually there's a lot of disconnection between players and coach. This is a very rare moment for us to see, because coach plays an important role to actually help the players to make a very good drafts, give them a proper mindset before they go into a proper team fight, before they go into a proper match, and eventually help them to think outside the box for the draftings.
It's both coaching in and out of game, right? The mental coaching, the in-game coaching,
Cinema.
Coaching as a person in general, right? Because you can't just be knowing how to play a game without actually being able to collaborate with your friends or your teammates. Yeah, because in the end, it's like work. You need to be able to work in a group project, which is that team fight, which is that in-game play, which is collaborating, like sacrificing something, so you can actually make that team fight, make that project, make that game work as a team.
Yeah, I'm hearing all the yes.
I'm hearing it too, yeah.
Yeah, you can see them just celebrating. Yeah, have a good time after this. So, well deserved. But you know what's coming up right after this?
What?
It is going to be Vietnam versus Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Oh, that's going to be another hot matchup here. And Vietnam, so far, they are the top dogs in the Group C. They have yet to suffer a loss, and the games that they have played, they've been steamrolling against their opponents here. So we're definitely excited to see what Vietnam has to bring in for this upcoming match. But let's talk about KSA. This is their official first debut match in this tournament.
Yeah, I agree, and this is gonna be very nice for them to actually continue with their next matches. But do you know what else is very nice, Cloud and Sagi?
What is that?
It will be iQOO 15R, official gaming phone for 2026 Asian Games Esports Events Honor of Kings qualifiers. So don't forget to try it out. It's a phone that has 120 Hz of frames per second, a very good cooling, I might add, and it's the device that is currently being used by all the professional players that is going to be playing up on the stage that you guys watch every single day here.
Yeah. I noticed that's how the players like held up the phone just in front of the camera, right? Yeah, it's to show that, hey, this device is so good, I'm showing it to you right now. I'm using this to play this international tournament.
I mean, you were asking how Suyuk was able to like find those crystal clear engages, find those pixel perfect moments, right? There you have it, iQOO 15R.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Definitely. Okay, I think we're gonna go to a break first right now.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a short break before we come back into our next matchup of the day, which is our fourth one featuring Vietnam and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So see you later.
Who will be the next to shine on the Asian Games stage? Contestants fight for the honor of their regions while we cheer them on from the stands.
Double kill.
This is a challenge, but it is also an opportunity. The tide is turned.
Fastest in front. They're going to use it. Golden Tide slows down Tatsumi.
And we pulled it off together. We share the same voice, the same radiance. This moment of brilliance belongs to all of us. Together, we shine.
Welcome to the 2026 Asian Games Esports Qualifiers, Honor of Kings. 20 regions, one stage, and only the strongest 9 teams will earn the right to shine above the rest. Taking place in Malaysia, June 13th to 21st, 2026. Coming to Malaysia, this is the battleground where teams fight for the right to qualify for the Asian Games. 20 teams enter, but only 9 teams will move on. Apart from the 20 regions, there are 3 regions that have direct qualification. Here is the 2026 Asian Games Esports Qualifiers Honor of Kings format. First, the 20 teams will split into 4 groups of 5. In each group, every team faces every other team once in a single round robin, with every match played in a best-of-3 format. That means every match matters. Every game matters. Every single point matters. The point system is simple. Win the match, earn 1 point. Lose the match, earn none. At the end of the group stage, teams are ranked by the total points they've collected. And from there, the road begins to shine. The top 2 teams from each group qualify directly to the Asian Games main event. That gives us 8 teams advancing straight out of groups. But for those not through yet, the light isn't out. The teams that finish 3rd in each group still have 1 more shot. They move into the last chance stage. There, they battle through one final BO3 single elimination bracket until 2 teams remain. The 2 teams will then face off in a BO3 match to claim the one final qualification slot. So in total, 9 teams will make it through, 8 from the group stage and 1 through the last chance stage. That is the rule. Now it is time to see who can rise through it. From across the world, regions gather here in Malaysia. 20 teams, and only 9 will qualify. The path is set. The stakes are clear. Together, we shine. Stay tuned, and we'll see you at the stage.
magic murmurs in ecstasy. I'll be back for your life soon.
Double kill.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
Slain. Don't engage. Slain. Don't crush us like insects. Slain an enemy. Defend our base.